Greetings, YouTube. Today we're going to talk about online harassment. And if you've been on YouTube for any length of time, you've experienced it. I'm going to link to an article from CNN Tech that is going to discuss the fact that 66% of people have witnessed online harassment of some variety since they've been on the internet. 41% of people have been victims of some variety of online harassment, even if it was just the most basic types of name calling. And 18% have experienced more severe forms, such as physical threats, stalking, and deeper levels of legal harassment. Lots of people wonder, what are we going to do about this? Well, for example, you could be like YouTube and pretty much do nothing. You can, in fact, create a comment section which is tailored to bring attention to those that say the most outrageous, vile things, as opposed to a system that could say, let us get rid of these kind of comments, downvoting them, which apparently I don't think does anything, and rewarding content over controversy. But the comment sections in the YouTube videos, for the most part, seem to be tailored to the trolls and the haters, to the harassers. And it doesn't seem to be tailored towards people who actually want to put up useful, functional content and comments. Other platforms have done apparently even less. Facebook has come up with an algorithm that puts white men as a protected class, while putting, say, black children as an unprotected class. Yes, those phrases, white men is protected, black children is not. Yeah, it's an algorithm that makes absolutely no sense to me. Instagram's been called on this. Tumblr's been called on this. I have a friend that has left Tumblr because of harassment. And the system itself seems to be completely ignoring the fact that people are being harassed, people are being doxxed, they're being stalked. And these platforms are like, oh, well, it's not our problem. You know? Well, if you want a social media platform, then it is your problem, and you should be addressing this. Twitter, Facebook, all of these things need to be addressing this issue and doing something about it that functions. Now, people always say, free speech, censorship, and those are two separate things. If you're dealing with a private entity, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, you get it. Those are all private entities. And they all have their own servers. And if you are not paying for a service, you are the product. I am the product. Now, admittedly, YouTube treats this particular product very poorly, because now that they're in bed with big media, they don't really need us. So all they need is the clicks and the views. But on those servers, they get to decide what is and is not hosted. So it isn't a free speech issue. It's a censorship issue. And you can say, okay, I'm being censored. Okay, then maybe you are. And then maybe you figure out why are you being censored. It could be something as legal, like putting up copyrighted material. That would make sense. But if it's things like being harassed, there should be a system that works and lets us get rid of the harassers and make them go away forever. More than just saying, okay, you block a person, and then 50 seconds later, they've got a new YouTube account and they can come at you again if they want. There needs to be something linked to their IP address. Something that helps us track these people down and isolate them from that platform. There needs to be a system where we can keep these people from harassing others, and there isn't. There needs to be a solution. It's just in no one's best interest at this point to do anything about it. Because they're making so much money, all they're doing is stuffing dollar bills in their pockets. So we need a solution. We don't have a solution. And since we have no control, it's really beyond it's out of our hands. When's the last time someone who's watching this video has spoken to someone directly from YouTube? Directly to a human being, even if it was through email or a chat. When was the last time that happened for you? We are the voiceless masses, which is somewhat ironic because you're listening to my voice. But YouTube doesn't care. They just want to make money. And now that they're in bed with big media, like I said, they're so busy shoving dollars into their pockets. So, what's the solution? I'm open to ideas. I'd like to hear what you have to say. Because I know that some of you are very smart. Some of you are in tech fields. I know that I've got at least one subscriber that actually he works in cybersecurity. So if any of you folks out there have any solutions, I'd be welcome to hear them. I really would. Or be thankful to hear them. Sorry. So let's talk about online harassment and what we can do about it. How do we get the harassers out of the system so the rest of us can go about and enjoy our time being someone else's product?